loading? I gotta grab my peppers up from you. Alright. Alright. Hi, I'm Barrett. I'm the DM.
I'm Sarah, and I play Bree.
I am Tyson, and I play Jared, and I am supposed to tell you our story.
We started in Isleberry, yes?
Isleberry.
Across the mountains, and we came into, we hit some bollywogs.
Let's go fight some pollywogs.
Bullywogs.
We headed into Meadow Shore.
So these, the village guard, this just city capital, castle guards, were like, there's some strapping young lad and women. We'll hire them and have them go find the princess.
We found the princess, and
Found her on some boat.
then out of nowhere, this elf just comes and just takes her. And so we have to track that down. Lo and behold, that's Tinker.
My name is Emily, and I play Tinkerton Fayhorn, or Tinker, or Tink.
Ended up finding her on a ship.
They rescued the princess. I shared the credit. We go to the king. We say, here's your princess.
The kingdom was overjoyed.
Yay! Hooray! We saved the city.
Let's throw a celebration. During the celebration, turns out, princess isn't a princess.
Dun dun dun, it was a doppelganger.
It was some mimic weird thing.
She turns into a doppelganger. Doppelganger yells, the rise is with the fall.
Shit goes down, king gets poisoned.
We had brought this doppelganger princess back to them, so they thought we were involved.
Guards, you did this. You brought the princess. Crew. Ah.
We were framed.
It's not our fault.
We should be rotting in jail or something, but they're like, you know what? We'll let you prove yourselves.
We were tasked to head to Strongbank to get the cure.
But to redeem ourselves, we have to go to Strongbank to find a botanist who will help with the cure.
Headed out from there.
Off we go. We hit Raylan.
Where they ran into a baron. The baron's not such a great guy.
Big bad guy
There's a baron here who's kind of a dick.
Bad Baron in Raylan.
broke into his mansion.
We almost died. These kobolds are just assholes down there.
Kind of shit the bed.
We didn't save Raylan.
Were able to escape. From there, they ended up going to Westerfield, where
There's a butcher that is kidnapping, ?
There was a butcher who turned out to be an asshole.
Had some fun times there.
severely intoxicated.
Is that the city that Tink threw up on the steps? Yeah.
Tinker throws up on the steps of a temple.
We moved on after Westerfield to Grasmere.
In Grasmere, we will meet Owlmea.
Hi, my name is Drew. I play Owlmea, or Owl, and he is a Kenku, or you may better know them as a bird person. Whenever we got back into town, things were about as bad as we thought they were when I left.
Apparently, gnolls have been assholes around this place.
We went to the, was it a Knoll Cave? Yes.
Through a couple series of very cleverly formulated plans,
Disguise Owl, make him sound like a gnoll.
You know, that plan worked 3 times in a row, which was great.
we lured them out of the hole, one by one by one.
We came up with the same plan over and over to lure them out, and it worked every time.
We pretty much killed them all unscathed, and we were pretty awesome.
Oh, that was great. So that's where we picked up Owl, and he stayed with the group ever since.
And from then on, we were thick as thieves.
That's also where Tinker has her sworn enemy of Theo.
And we also meet Theo. I don't trust Theo. Never have, never will.
Not sure why.
Their journeys took them west, where they moved on to, after a number of trials and tribulations along the way,
A dragon. We all should have died. Some water spirit comes out. I forgot to keep a count of how many times Tink almost dies.
to Galmaldor, a dwarven city in the mountains. While we were there, we dug into the local scenery.
Galmaldor's a really weird place.
We go into the mines to try to get some answers because there were some sketchy things happening with the mines.
Spelunking in the nearby caves, precedingly almost dying several times.
We went to Nissa's tea shop
finding a bunch of drow.
The nightlife was to fight for.
While fighting, Jared got a tail. And that was kind of weird for him.
A Bahir was let loose.
And we just collectively shit ourselves.
I'm not going to say we released a Bahir because we didn't, but you could connect the dots there.
Basically ruined the town, and we were gonna try and save it, and then we were like, nope, we're gonna die too, so we dipped out of there. We kind of left that one in shambles a little bit.
Then running away again as the town was also in flames.
Gala Cala says, absolutely not, peace out. Don't know what the current state of Gulmerdur is.
Leaving the city, they make their way to Saxondale.
When we got there, it was a very different scene compared to the other towns we'd been in. Much more trodden down, very edge of the swamp, if you will. A very gross place, smelly to the high hells.
Saxondale, we find an orphanage and a soul-sucking machine.
And then we found some electric tubes with kids in them.
Downstairs, found even more awesomely disturbing contents where some of the people who worked with the Fall were trying to siphon the souls out of lucky orphans.
They did a little bit of shopping where Aomea ran into the person that he had stolen the amulet from.
Got this very fancy trinket from a very special lady in the bazaar in Saxondale.
The hag who was in that town
Seemed to have cursed Aomea in some fashion.
who, surprise, surprise, is also sucking out the soul of Aomea.
It cost Al a lot of sleep going forward.
Then we say, well, this is unfortunate, but let's keep moving.
Not wanting to hang around this kind of grotesque town, ended up going into the swamp.
A lot more face down in the mud action ensued.
Al starts, like, dying in his sleep.
Yeah, the group really learned, I guess, how serious it was and how important it was that they deal with the tie that he had to the hag very quickly.
So we have to go stop the hag. We go to the hag.
The hag, she's a nasty, nasty lady.
She's like, I will free his soul under 3 conditions.
Let's make a deal.
We agreed to deliver a little girl back to her parents.
Nobody knows this child.
Kid's weird. Don't know what's going on with her. We have to deliver a package to Strongbank.
Have to go, to the left side of the bed and put it in this drawer, and you can't be seen, and very, very specific.
A lot of conditions. And Tinker had to give away her magical bow.
And then his soul is freed upon completion of those tasks.
And should anything go wrong for any reason in any step of this contract, Almea's soul would once again be forfeit to the hag.
And then little Miss Tinker over there decided to do a side deal.
Kind of a safety net.
Tinker didn't feel like Gala Cala was capable. Like Gala Cala was going to be able to pull off his contract without messing up something. So Tinker signed an extra contract that said, if we fail this first contract, Al's soul gets to stay with him, and I will sacrifice 1,000 souls pure of heart as the secondary contract. So,
God damn it, Tink. I'm not mad. I'm just upset.
now we're off to Corbank, and we'll see how this child delivery goes.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome to see what happens when we get there.
The journey continues, and now we got a little girl with us that we're taking to her house. The end?